So yeah, find your way. You can either sit back on your heels or you can find your easy pose. And when you're ready, you're gonna take your palms face up on your thighs. Take your index finger to your thumb, and then allow the other 3 fingers to fall open on top of your legs. And when you're ready, you're gonna go ahead, close down your eyes. Lightly roll your gaze up and back towards your third eye. And this is your center of intuition and inner knowing. So our practice today is gonna focus a little bit on our intuition. So taking the gaze, rolling it up and back towards the third eye, just take a moment here. Begin to breathe. And with your awareness on that third eye space, just see if you can feel maybe any energy, or just see if you visualize anything. Just notice what comes up for you there. And just begin to breathe in and out of your nose. And then I want you to imagine a beam of gold and white light shining down from the sky, piercing through the crown of your head. And that golden white light piercing through the crown of the head, just stopping behind your third eye space and allowing that energy to gather right there. And you can imagine as that golden white light is gathering in your third eye space that it just begins to spin around in a circle, creating a wheel of golden white energy. And just really connect with this energy right here. And as we go through our practice tonight, I want you to just see if you can keep this awareness of your intuition, allow it to guide you through your practice. And so maybe that means sometimes when I'm telling you to do something, your intuition is telling you to do something else. Maybe it tells you to take a break, find a child's pose, to modify. So continue breathing in and out of your nose. When you're ready, you'll blink your eyes open. Just reach your arms out and up overhead. Bring your palms to touch. And then guide your thumbs to your heart center. And find your way to a tabletop position on your hands and knees. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. And spread your fingers nice and wide. Maybe tuck your toes under so you feel a nice stretch in the bottoms of your feet. And then rotate your upper arms back and around, so the soft part of your elbows rotates forwards, the pointy part rotates back. On your inhale, come into your cow pose, lower your belly, shoulders back, press your heart forward. Exhale, cat, navel in, round your spine, chin towards your chest. Keep moving, inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Just warming the spine, warming the body, connecting your movements to your breath. Continue on your own. You can close the eyes, focus on your third eye. You can add on any movements that feel good here. Hip circles, neck rolls. And take about 3 more rounds of breath. And on your next inhale, you're going to come into your cow pose. So rotating those arms back, just like we practiced before. Shift forward, keep your booty in the air, pointing the elbows back, lower your chest and chin to the earth. So the weight's in your palms here, opening up the throat. Take a breath in. And then lower all the way to your belly. Point your feet. Tense your fingertips out wide off of your mat so your elbows point up. And then press into your fingertips. Peel your heart open on your inhale. Exhale, dip your right shoulder and look to the left. So you should feel that right shoulder opening up. Inhale back to center. Dip left and look to the right. Keep going side to side. Breathing in, lifting up. Breathing out, dipping right, looking left. One more time in each direction. On your inhale, you'll come back to center. Just keel your heart open, take that little back bend, and then lower all the way down. Palms underneath your shoulders, press up to tabletop, tuck your toes under, and then sit back towards a child's pose. So you feel that stretch in the bottoms of your feet, as well as in your shoulders. Rest your third eye on the mat and rock it side to side. And then you'll rise up about halfway, press into your palms, and lift your hips high for downward facing dog. Bending the knees quite a bit on this first down dog. Wrap the shoulders and the upper arms back, just like we did in our tabletop position. Press down through the knuckles of your index finger. And then you can start to pedal out your feet, sway your hips side to side. Stay with your breath. Good, and when you're ready, you're gonna settle into stillness in your downward dog. And just take a couple of breaths there. Make sure that your back is nice and straight. You can always have that little bend in your knees. And then lift the heels really high. Bend your knees, look forward, and at the top of your exhale, step, or you can take a little hop to the top of your mat. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Find a halfway lift, slide your fingertips up your shins, draw your shoulder blades together, and then exhale, fold forward and release. Rise to stand with your flat back, Urdhva Hastasana, arms sweep up. Go ahead, catch your left wrist and reach up and over to the right. Big side stretch. Really press through that left foot. And then inhale, rise up, switch it out. Lean over to the left. Press down through your right foot. Inhale to center. Cactus your arms in Nuvatasana. Really lift out of your lower back and open your heart. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, dive forward and fold. Find your halfway lift, inhale. Plant your palms, step back to your plank on your exhale. Press into the earth, hollow out your belly. Shift forward on your breath and heels lift high. And then exhale, shift back. And do that 2 more times. Feel your abs working here. Breathe in and breathe out. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, shift forward. Lower knees, chest, and chin, just like before. Upward facing dog, where you can come to cobra like we did before. For up dog, lift the thighs, lift the heart, and then use your abs to lift your hips high. Come into your downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and out. Now lift your right leg high. Bend your right knee and stack your right hip over your left. And then take some little circles with your ankle and your knee here. Get into the hip and ankle joints. Release any little snap, crackles, and pops there. And then when you're ready, 3-legged down dog. Just straighten the leg high, breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger pose, round your spine. Inhale, right leg high. Again, knee to nose, and then lightly step your foot between your hands. Tend the fingertips, lower your hips, lift your heart. And then exhale, step your left foot to the top of your mat, forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, lift halfway. Uttanasana, fold and release. Rise to stand, breathe in, catch your left wrist, and then side bend to the right. Inhale, rise up, catch your right wrist, and side bend to the left. Inhale to center, cactus your arms and open up your chest. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, dive forward. Halfway lift. Now step your left foot back, find a low lunge. Tap your left knee down to the earth, modified crescent. Press into your right foot, lift your arms high, scoop your lower belly in, so you should feel the front of that left hip lengthening. Bring your palms to touch, inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows, so keep your upper arms in, thumbs come behind the nape of the neck. And then press your hips forward, come into a back bend, lift your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up, and frame your foot. Tent your fingertips, lift your back knee and straighten your legs, modified pyramid. Now for this first one, I want you to lift your chest about halfway, so kind of find that flat back. Tap your right hip back an inch, and then bump your hips to the right. And then you can kind of just stay there. You can play with swaying side to side. Feel the difference in the hip as you do that. If you want to go deeper, you can fold over your right leg. We're going to be here for 3 more breaths. Stay with your breath. Firm up the front of your right thigh if you can. Inhale. And then exhale, lunge. Step your right foot back, hover it in your plank. Shift forward, tap your left knee down, and then your chest and your chin, float that right leg high. So feel your glutes and hamstrings really working. You can stay here or play with bending the left knee and tapping the left toes to right thigh. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a full breath in, full breath out, and then lift your left leg high, bend your left knee and stack your hips. Circle the knee and the ankle around on this side, open everything up. Go a couple of times in each direction. And when you're all done, just straighten the leg high. You want to feel your glutes and hamstrings lifting that leg up. Press through your palms, inhale. Tiger pose, exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Low lunge. Good, tent your fingertips, lower your hips, lift your heart, and then step your right foot to the top of your mat. Lift halfway, and fold and release. Rise to stand, catch your left wrist at the top, and then that big side bend up and over to the right. Inhale to center. Switch your grip and then big side bend to the left. Come back to center and then cactus your arms and open your heart. Breathe in, reach up. Dive forward and fold. Find your halfway lift. And then go ahead and step your right foot back. Find your low lunge. Tap your right knee down. Rise on up as you press through your left foot. Arms high, palms touch overhead. Scoop the lower belly in. Inhale. Bend your elbows. Press the hips forward a little bit as you lift your sternum up and back. Inhale to reach up. And then frame your left foot. Tuck your back toes under. Modified pyramid, straighten your left leg. And again, that left leg can always have a bend in it. It does not have to be all the way straight. Lift your heart halfway. Tap your left hip back an inch, and then over an inch. And just like the other side, you can play with swaying the hips side to side a little bit. Or you can just fold over your left leg. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale to lunge. Plant your palms, step your left foot back and hover it. Shift forward. Tap your right knee, chest and chin. Left leg lifts high. Maybe tap right toes to your left thigh. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good. Take a few breaths in your down dog. So as we go through that knees, chest, chin variations through our practice, remember you can always just do a regular vinyasa instead, or you can just skip it completely. Let's take 3 more breaths right here. Every time you exhale, lift your navel up and in towards your spine. So you want to feel like you're getting lighter and lighter on your hands. And then inhale your right leg high. Exhale, tiger pose, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Tap your back knee to the ground. Sweep your arms up, palms touch. Bend your elbows, dip your hips forward and take your back bend. Inhale to reach up. And then frame your foot. Lift your back knee, straighten your legs, inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Spin your back heel down. Warrior 2, rise on up. So rising up to warrior 2, that right leg is tracking straight ahead. Back leg is strong. The pinky toe edge of your back foot's parallel to the back edge of your mat. Now flip your palms towards the sky. Scoop your lower belly in. Inhale to reach forward. Tick-tock your arms, come into side angle. So you can always rest that right elbow on the thigh or open up the arms. Spin your bottom ribs towards the ceiling or the sky. Then you can stay here, you can play with the half bind to internally rotate your left shoulder and reach for the inner right thigh. You want to take full bind, internal rotation of that right arm, bind, and then you're trying to lift your right side body off of your thigh. Legs are strong. Maybe look down or straight ahead or up, wherever it feels best in your neck. And breathe. If you have your full bind, release that bottom arm. You can keep your half bind. Reverse triangle, so reach it up and back, kind of big side stretch. Option to stay here to catch your right wrist with your left hand and really stretch back. Strong legs. Inhale, rise up, turn your palms to face up again, reach forward, and then tick-tock your arms, come into triangle, Trikonasana. So you can rest your right hand on your shin for support, or you can press the back of the hand against the inner calf. Really lift through your left arm. If you want to challenge your core, you can reach your arms forward. And again, wherever you're looking, should feel okay in your neck. Lunge and reverse your warrior, big side stretch. Reach it back. Option for your half bind. Option to cradle your head in your right hand, or to find your full Gomukhasana bind, interlacing the fingers behind your mid-upper back. And keep opening up your right thigh. Big stretch, look at your back foot, inhale. Exhale, frame your foot. Step your left foot to meet your right, find a forward fold at the top of your mat. Feet hips width distance apart. Lift halfway, and then fold forward. Come into an awkward chair pose. So sit your hips low, reach your arms forward or up overhead. Look down and pick up your toes. So you should be able to see all 10 of your toes. Lift them up and press down through the ball mounds of your big toes and pinky toes, as well as the corners of each heel. It's kind of creating a triangle between the big toe, pinky toe, and the heel. Breathe in here. Exhale, sit low and sweep your right arm back. Twist open. Inhale to center. Left arm back. Inhale to center. Airplane your arms and interlace your fingers. Find a bind. Keep a little bend in your elbows so you're lifting through your triceps, and then pick up your heels for sparrow. Lower your hips in line with your knees. Lower your heart. Breathe. We're going to find a bound forward fold. Heels down, fold over your legs. You can stay here. You can take little twists side to side. Playing with bending one knee, straightening the other. When you're ready, come back to center. No rush. Hands to your lower back and then to the ground. Lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot back. Find that low lunge. Plant your palms. Right leg high, three-legged down dog. Exhale, shift forward and take it through your vinyasa. So option here to shift. Tap the left knee down, chest and chin. Left toes to right thigh. If you have a chin stand in your practice, that's the perfect lead up to that. So from there, your elbows will be like a shelf. Use your glutes to lift. And that weight is in your hands rather than in your chin, just like in our knees, chest, chin. Settle into your down dog. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Ujjayi breath. Rotating your upper arms, plugging your shoulders in. Left leg high, breathe in. Knee to nose, shift forward and round your spine. Inhale, left leg high. Lightly step your foot between your hands. Tap your back knee down. Rise up, palms touch overhead. Bend your elbows, press your hips forward and open your heart. Inhale to reach up. Tense your fingertips around your foot. Lift your back knee, modified pyramid. Exhale, lunge, spin your back heel down. Warrior two, rise on up and settle in. So again, make sure the pinky toe edge of your right foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat to protect your knee. Open up that right thigh and lift the toes. I'm sorry, left thigh and lift the toes. Flip your palms to face up. Low belly in. Inhale to reach forward. Tick-tock your arms, side angle. Work towards the variation that you took on the other side, but honor if it's different, that's okay. Maybe you take your half or your full bind. Breathe. If you're in the full bind, just release your left arm. Inhale, rise all the way up, reverse triangle. So again, you can grab that left wrist and pull it back. Big side stretch. Inhale, rise up, open your palms. Reach forward, press your hips back, and then tick-tock the arms. So you're stacking right hip and shoulder over left hip and shoulder. You can take that core challenge you did before. Make sure wherever you look, doesn't feel like you're straining in your neck. Reverse your warrior, lunge, and reach it back. Option for your half bind. Option to cradle your head in your hand, or to take a full bind. Look at your back foot. Breathe into your left side body, and then frame your foot low lunge. Step your right foot to meet your left, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Feet hips width distance apart, Utkatasana. Breathe in, arms up. Right arm back, open arm twist. Inhale to center. Left arm back. Inhale to center. Airplane your arms, find your bind, do the opposite thumb on top this time. Open up your heart, maybe lift your heels again. Sit lower. Lower your chest, keep the back flat. Breathe. And then come into your bound forward fold. Make sure there's that little bend in the elbows. Try to keep the heels of your palms touching. And you can keep a deep bend in the knees, or you can twist side to side. When you're ready, hands to your lower back, and then all the way to the ground. Lift halfway. Step your right foot back, low lunge. Plant your palms, press into them, lift your left leg high. Try to pick up that foot without making a bunch of noise. Shift forward, your variation of your vinyasa. Upward dog, breathe in. Downward dog, breathe out. Take a full breath in. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Good, again, big breath in and out. And we're gonna flow through that one-time breath to movement. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger pose. Inhale, right leg high, low lunge. Tap your back knee down, modified crescent, palms touch. Bend your elbows and press your hips forward as you back bend. Inhale to reach up and frame your foot. Lift your back knee, modified pyramid. Exhale, lunge, spin your back heel down. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. You can take extended side angle, float your left arm up and over. Reverse triangle, you can catch the right wrist, stretch it back. Triangle, reach forward, legs stay strong, tick-tock your arms. Reverse, warrior, lunge and reach back, big side stretch. Frame your foot, low lunge. Step your left foot to meet your right, lift halfway. Fold forward. Upward chair pose, hips low, arms up. Right arm back, revolve. Inhale to center. Left arm back, sit a little lower. Inhale to center. Airplane your arms, maybe pick up your heels. Breathe in. Fold forward. Lift halfway. Step your left foot back. Plant your palms, right leg high. Chaturanga, or remember, you can skip it and find your down dog. Good. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Tiger pose. Inhale, left leg high. Low lunge. Back knee down, modified crescent, palms touch. Bend your elbows and open your heart. Reach up, inhale. Frame your foot, exhale. Back knee lifts, modified pyramid. Exhale, lunge, spin your back heel flat. Windmill up, warrior two. Exhale, side angle, maybe float that right arm all the way over. Reverse triangle, stretch it back. Triangle, reach forward. Tick-tock your arms. Reverse warrior, inhale. Frame your foot, exhale. Step to the top of the mat, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Uttanasana, fold. Chair, breathe in. Right arm back, revolve. Inhale. Left arm back. Inhale to center. Airplane your arms, maybe pick up your heels. This time, breathe in. And then take your hands down. Come into a toe squat or Bakasana. Plant your palms. Grip the mat with your fingerprints. Feel the center of your palms lifting. Push into the ground. Squeeze your thighs and elbows in as you look forward and shift. From there, maybe one foot lifts. Maybe the other meets it. And then you hug your heels up towards your booty. Okay, so you're using your legs, your core, everything to lift and be light. And when you're ready, you're just gonna find a forward fold. Lift halfway. Step your right foot back. Plant your palms without making a bunch of noise. Three-legged down dog. Take it through your vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Come into your down dog. Take a big full breath in. Cleansing breath out, sigh it out. Ujjayi, breath in and out of your nose. Lift your right leg high. Tiger pose, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Step your foot between your hands. Okay, now this time you're gonna step your left foot up enough to spin your left heel down so your toes are pointing towards the top left edge of your mat at a 45-degree angle. Straighten out your right leg as much as you comfortably can. You want that belly close to the thigh. Find a little lift with your heart. Tap your right hip back and over to the right a little bit, and then maybe you fold over your right leg, pyramid. If you're really open in your hamstrings, maybe you play with flexing the right toes back, or even walking the hands to the outside of the right foot. Okay, breathe here. Not only are we trying to feel the back of the thigh, but also that outer hip. Frame your foot if you're elsewhere, okay? Find that little lift with your chest. If you have a little bend in your knee, that's okay. Left fingertips down. Inhale, twist your right arm to the sky. Tap your right hip back again. Take another breath in, really reach up. Frame your right foot and fold over your leg. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift and twist. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, lift and twist. Exhale, fold. Then lift your chest, bend into your right knee and float your back leg, standing split. Okay, so rather than folding over your right leg, keep your chest lifted, get active through your left foot. It's either flexed or pointed or pointed. The foot's pointed and the toes are spread wide. Now you're gonna float your right arm high again, revolve, half move. Get super active through your right hand, super active through your left leg. Just take 3 more breaths here. Maybe you try to float your left fingertips. Little bend in that right knee. You're gonna feel that hip strengthening. One more inhale. Take your right hand down and step back, find a low lunge. Look forward, back heels lifted high, rise into your high crescent lunge. So bend your back knee quite a bit. Find a neutral curve in your lower back and lunge into that right leg. So you should feel the front of your left hip lengthening out, stretching. Palms touch overhead. Okay? And if you can keep that neutral curve in your lower back, you can straighten the back leg a little bit more. Breathe in. Dip your back knee, bend the elbows, and then open up your heart. Inhale to reach up. Swim your arms back and find a bind. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, lunge into your right leg. Virabhadrasana 3, float your back leg. Active through that left foot again, just like in our standing splits, just like in that revolved half moon. Maybe play with lifting your left heel as you lower your heart a little bit. And then on an inhale, you're just gonna stand on up. Woo, good. Reach your arms overhead, and then bring your hands to your heart. Gaze forward, so you're gonna find a gaze point out in front of you. Ground down into your left foot, and then float your right knee into your chest, single leg Tadasana. You can stay here, you can play with straightening the leg forward, reaching the arms up again. Press through your left foot, inhale. Figure 4, palms come back to the heart, right ankle over your left thigh. Sit your hips back and down. Feel that hip opening. Nice long neck. You can stay here. If there's any other variations that you have already in your practice, you're always welcome to take them. Okay, the other variation I'll offer for you right now is to hinge at your hips. If you were binding earlier, you can play with taking left arm behind the lower back, right arm around the right shin, bind behind your right hip. And with that bind, you should feel a deeper stretch in your right hip. We're almost there. Single leg Tadasana is where we'll meet. Slowly rise up, take your time. And then twist your right arm back. Left hand to the outer right thigh or to the top of the foot. Straighten it out in front of you. Press through the left foot, grow tall through the crown of your head. And actively press the hand and the leg or the hand and the foot into one another to twist your body deeper. Come back to center. You can bend your right knee, cross right ankle in front of your left, and come to a cross angled forward fold. Okay, so you should have a little bend in that back knee. If the ground feels far away and you don't have a yoga block, you can always just like put your hands on a pillow, okay? If it's uncomfortable, you can always just find a regular forward fold. You're gonna fold over your legs. If it feels good, you can walk your hands to the right. Gently press your hips to the left. Breathe here. And then walk your hands over to the left. Press your hips to the right. Now we're gonna do something fun and semi-confusing. So, hands are over to the left, pick up your heels, keep walking your hands to the left so you're spinning towards the back of your mat, and then all the way around, so you're in that cross ankle fold on the other side. Whee! Good. And then you're gonna fold over your legs. If you're like super confused about what just happened, come to your cross ankle fold with your left ankle in front of your right. And then walk your hands over to the left. Press your hips to the right so you feel that outer right hip and thigh opening up. And then you'll walk your hands over to the right for a moment. We're not twisting this time. Just walk it over, take a breath. Come back to center. Now, press into your left foot, lift your right leg. Come into standing splits on the right side, or on the left side. So that right leg is lifted. And then take a big step back, low lunge. Plant your palms. Left leg high, three-legged down dog. Tiger pose, knee to nose. Inhale your left leg high. Step your left foot between your hands. Spin your back heel down and come into pyramid on this side. So we're just doing the same thing we did on the other side. Right toes point towards the top right edge of the mat. Lift your heart, square your hips off, and then fold over your leg. Try to engage the front of your thighs so that you get that deeper lengthening through the back of your thighs. Good. Couple more breaths right here. And we'll add on those twists. If you lose your breath, become aware of it and come back to it. Right? And remember that intuition. If something doesn't feel right, if your breath is really shortened, maybe you take it back a little bit. Maybe bend the knee. Now lift your chest halfway. Right fingertips on the earth. Twist your left arm to the sky. Breathe in, reach up and twist. Breathe out, fold over your leg. Two more. Inhale, lift and twist. Exhale, fold. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your chest, walk your hands forward. Pick up your back leg. And then you're gonna lift your left arm high, come into revolved half move. Active through your back foot. Lift so much with your right leg and your left hand that maybe the right hand starts to hover. Then we'll come back to standing splits, left hand down. Take a big step back. Right heel's lifted high, look forward. High crescent lunge, arms up overhead. Press through your feet a lot so you're resisting gravity. You can bend that back knee a little bit. Scoop the lower belly and knit the front ribs. And then if you can keep that engagement through the front of the core, you can straighten the back leg more. Palms are together. Breathe in to lengthen. Dip your back knee, bend your elbows, and open up your heart. Inhale to reach up. Sweep your arms back. Find your bind, opposite thumb on top. Lunge into your left leg a lot, and then float your right leg, down warrior 3. Okay, keep that up dog shape in your chest. You play with lifting your right heel as you lower your heart more. Little toppling tree action. And then inhale, stand all the way up. Big toes touch. Reach your arms high. Bring your palms to your heart center. Draw your shoulders down your back. Find your gaze point. So looking over the tip of your nose. Float your left leg. Stay here. Play with straightening your left leg and reaching your arms up. Rather than leaning back, lean in, belly and thigh lifts. Inhale. Figure 4, left ankle over your right thigh. Palms come back to your heart, sit low. Try to keep that long spine from your root to your crown. And then you can stay or you can play with that bind if you did it on the other side. Right arm behind your back, left arm around the left shin. Start to make your way back up to single leg Tadasana. Press through your right foot, grow tall, and then twist to the left. Right hand to the outer left thigh or to the top of the foot, straightening the leg. Actively pressing the hand and the thigh or the hand and the foot into each other so you can twist through your mid-back a little bit deeper. We'll meet back in single leg Tadasana. And then cross left ankle over your right thigh. Right ankle, left ankle over right ankle. Fold over your leg. So you're in that cross ankle fold, just like we did earlier. Walk your hands over to the left. Press your hips to the right. Remember, if it doesn't feel good to go here, just stay folding over center. Now walk your hands over to the right. We're gonna do that fun skinny thingy bobber one more time. Lift your heels up. Walk your hands to the right until you're facing the back of the mat, and then keep going until you're back facing the top of the mat and you're cross ankle fold. Right ankle in front of the left. Fold over your legs. Walk your hands to the right. Press your hips to the left. And then walk the hands to the left just for a breath. And then come back to center. Lift your heart. Lift your left leg. Standing splits. Breathe in. Big step back. Low lunge. Plant your palms. Right leg high. Three-legged down dog. Step your right foot outside of your right hand. And tap your back knee to the ground. Heel toe that right foot out a little bit. So we're in a runner's lunge. Reach your right arm up and then sweep it back. Breathe in. On your exhale, reach forward and just spread your fingers wide. Really, really find that nice long line from your left hip to your right fingertips. 2 more times. Inhale, twist back. Exhale, reach it forward. 1 more time. Breathe in. And out. This time, tense your fingertips out in front of you. You can stay on your left palm or lower to your left forearm. And then you can stay there, or if you want to take it into a quad stretch, you can come back to the palm or stay on the forearm and find your quad stretch. So a bunch of different ways that you can go about it. If you want more inner thigh and outer hip opening, roll to the pinky toe edge of your right foot. And just keep lifting the belly in. Breathing here. And then you're going to gently release. Lift your back knee up. Hands are inside of the right leg. Walk your hands to the left to come into Prasaritas. I'm going to just turn around and face the camera. So turn your toes in slightly. Lift your chest halfway. And then lunge into the left leg. Take a little side lunge. Inhale to center. Lunge into your right leg. And do that 2 more times each direction. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. You're gonna lunge towards the top of the mat. Okay, you're gonna lunge on the right side, come into Skandasana. Try to keep the right heel close to the ground. Flex your left toes up towards the sky. You can take a more passive variation and just fold forward here. You can get more active, really press through the right heel, float your hands to your heart. You can even take it into a twist or a bind. Okay, it's up to you where you go. Notice what you need. If you're feeling pretty tired, maybe just fold forward and take that more passive variation. And the right heel can be lifted a little bit, although you do want it as close to the ground as you can have it. Just take one more breath. Start to lift your heart. And then walk your hands around to frame your right foot. Okay, float your right leg back and then bring it forward for pigeon. Tap the shin down, flex the toes, and straighten your left toes back behind you. Okay, square everything off to center. If this hurts your knee or if it doesn't feel good, you can always do your supine figure 4 on your back. Lift your heart, and then slowly crawl your hands forward and surrender. Forehead can rest on the hands or on the ground. Try to have it rest down so your neck can relax. And then you can rock your forehead side to side. Massage your third eye again for just activating that third eye energy. And then you can find stillness. Breathe deeply into your ribs and your belly. So as you inhale, filling them up, feeling how they expand in all 4 directions. And as you breathe out, feeling how they contract back in and how the heart just melts towards the earth a little bit more. Slowly begin to rise up onto your hands. Sit onto your right hip and sweep your left leg around so you're in your easy pose with your legs crossed. Sit up tall, reach your arms high, and then tense your fingertips out in front of you. Hinge at your hips and fold over your legs. So you're gonna feel those outer hips opening up. You can stay here. Just try to let your shoulders and your arms soften. Your head can hang. Maybe take some little neck rolls. If you're more open, maybe you can fold a little bit deeper. Maybe the forehead even comes to the ground. Or rest on the back of your arms. And consciously take deep breaths into those outer hips and the lower back. Inhale, slowly rise up 1 vertebrae at a time. You'll roll over your shins. Step back to down dog. If you want to take it through 1 more vinyasa, you are more than welcome to. Okay, this will be the last down dog of our practice today. So take a couple of breaths there to settle in. Really press through your palms, roll your shoulders back. Feel the palms lifting as your belly also lifts. Maybe the heels get closer, even all the way to the mat. Breathe in and out. Lift your left leg high. Step your left foot lightly outside of your left hand and tap your back knee down to the earth. Heel to the left foot forward a little bit. Right palm is wide. Float your left arm up and back. Breathe in. Exhale, reach forward, spread the fingers wide. You're not floating all the way, just reach, reach, reach. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, you can tent the fingertips. Maybe lower to that right forearm. You want the quad stretch, reach it back, catch the foot. You can take it deeper onto the forearm or roll to the pinky toe edge of your left foot. As always, working towards where you want on the other side to create balance in the body, but honoring if this side's different than the last. 2 more breaths. And then come on up to your hands. Tuck your back toes under, walk your hands to the right and come into Prasarita. Turn the feet in slightly, lift your chest halfway, and then exhale, lunge over to the right. Inhale to center, exhale, lunge to the left. 2 more times in each direction, breathe in, breathe out. Next time you go to the left, turn your toes out at 45 degrees and then come into Skandasana. Okay, so just like the other side, you can fold, you can keep the hands down, you can float your hands to your heart, you can take a twist or a bind. Try to keep your left heel close to the earth. If it lifts a little bit though, that's all right. Firming up that right thigh. You're lifting it away from the kneecap, protecting that knee. When you're ready, hands down. Walk them around to frame the left foot. Press into your palms. Step your left foot back to plank and then sweep the leg forward for pigeon. Take the knee wide. Flex your left toes and point your right toes straight back behind you. Square everything off to the top of your mat, breathe in, and then fold over your leg. And again, if this hurts your knee or feels uncomfortable, lay on your back, supine figure 4. Rest your forehead down if you can. Massage your third eye. Slow down your breath. Keep drawing your left hip back a little bit. Maybe leaning to the left a little bit. Just feeling how when you make those little subtle shifts, how it feels different, right? In one way, might feel a little bit better in your body than mine. So allow yourself to just play with just moving around a little bit. And then when you're ready, you're gonna lift the chest. Sit onto your left hip. Sweep your right leg around and find your easy pose, right? Shin crossed in front of your left. Just like we did before. Sit up really tall. Float your arms high. Breathe in. And then tuck the fingertips in front of you. Crawl them forward. And find your little fold here. You can take those neck rolls. Feeling the spine lengthening out. Inhale, roll up slowly. Lean back onto your hands and separate your feet wide to the edges of your mat. Windshield wiper your legs a couple of times, side to side. And then you're gonna sit up tall, reach forward, and slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. Once you get onto your back, hug your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Rock side to side to massage your lower back. And then keep your right leg and lengthen your left leg long. Flex your feet. Breathe and squeeze your right thigh in tight. Exhale, cross your leg over your body, supine twist. Extend your right arm out with the palm facing up. Look up or over the right shoulder. Option 1 is to stay here. Option 2 is to play with your twisted root. Bend your left knee, reach for your left foot with your right hand. Plug the right shoulder back down. And then if you want to take the hamstring stretch, like we did standing, left hand to right foot, straighten that right leg out. Release the feet and slowly roll onto your back. Give them a squeeze. And then switch it out. Right leg long, left thigh in. Flex the feet as you breathe in. And then exhale, supine twist. Okay, you can stay here. You can play with the quad stretch. Catch a hold of your right foot. Maybe catch a hold of your left foot and then straighten the left leg. And then slowly roll onto your back when you're ready. Release the feet. Hug your knees in. Take them wide towards your shoulders. Rock side to side. And then gather your knees in tightly, chin to chest, forehead between your knees, and take a big full breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Release your legs long and set up for your Shavasana. Okay, so get really, really comfortable. Spreading out, shimming the shoulders underneath your body so you feel your heart opening. Let everything go, let everything relax towards the earth. Feel the earth supporting you and holding you. Take one more big full breath in. Sigh it out, let it go. Allow your eyes to soften underneath your eyelids. And from there, allow your gaze to lightly roll up and back towards your third eye. Bringing your awareness back to that third eye space. Feeling the energy moving. Noticing any colors or other sensations. And then allowing your awareness to rest there as you allow everything else to fade away. You can stay here as long as you'd like, or as long as you have time for. If you're ready to reawaken, just take in the sounds around you. Feel the air on your skin, the ground beneath you. Feel your heartbeat and that life force energy moving through you. Slowly rock your head side to side. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And take a big full body stretch and a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Hug your knees into your chest. Notice which nostril feels more open tonight and roll to that side to find your supported fetal position. Take a moment there, supporting your head with your bottom arm, right palm to the earth in front of your heart. Take a moment of gratitude. And set an intention for the rest of your night, maybe even for tomorrow or the rest of your week and weekend. An intention that will help you to honor your mind, body, and spirit. And then when you're ready, you'll press on up to a seat. Bring your palms together in front of your heart and close your eyes. Reconnect with your breath one more time. Feel the flow of breath in and out. Thank yourself for showing up. Thank everyone else for joining you in your practice, even if it's from afar. Let's take one more big breath in all together. Fill up, biggest breath you've taken all day. Big sigh out, let it go. Seal your thumbs to your third eye. Bowing forward with love, light, and gratitude. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. So good to see you guys. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Otherwise, have a beautiful weekend, and I'll hopefully see you guys Tuesday morning at 9. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for taking class.
Yeah,
Yes, that was fun. That was needed.
Good.